check. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's the Cannabis Coffee Hour with Rob Cantrell, the super duper podcast. And we're gonna have some coffee, and I'm gonna talk to you for a little bit, maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes. We'll see how it goes. I hope you're having a lot of life and twinkle in your toes. I hope you're having a lot of life. Yeah, I hope you're living a lot of life, having a lot of life. Life is good. Life is fine. Yeah, shit goes down, and you got to deal with it. But that's my thing I've been thinking about lately. I'm trying to live life more. I have been grinding, and it's been. I don't even like that term, grinding. I don't want to grind my teeth. Grinding means you wear shit down. I'm in for the long haul. Having some seltzer. I had some great coffee today. This podcast, I'm in for the long haul. I have some exciting news. Not super exciting, but yeah, it's really exciting. Really exciting. I got to film on a TV show today. That's why the Cannabis Coffee Hour. I try to be so good and try to get this up on Thursdays. But I'm thinking of changing some stuff around, like trying to do it on Monday, trying to simplify it. So just to streamline it, just so you guys all know like what day it's coming out. I usually try Thursday or Friday, but now we're just doing Friday. So this is Friday. I'm drinking some great coffee. I just powered through this other bag of Stumptown that was like really good. But this is Spot coffee. I got this bag of Spot Special Dark Roast. And this is from Buffalo, New York. It's roasted in Buffalo, New York. And I have gotten a bag of this before. This is my cool cousin that gave me the cocoa, gave me the dark chocolate to sprinkle in the coffee. Now this is the second bag of this, and I told him I love this bag of coffee. This is the Spot Coffee Company. If you're ever in Buffalo, go check these guys out. But this is all from Honduras. And Honduras is pretty dope place in Central America that has some great coffee. I've never been there, but this is all from one spot. Usually they say, let's check out Honduras. Honduras is the Republic of Honduras, Central America, bordered the west of Guatemala and El Salvador. It's got a dope flag. It's all blue. It's just 2 stripes. I like their flag a lot. Go Honduras. Man, there's so many places in the world. There's so many different types of people in the world. And that's why I think meditation and the whole seeing things from your own vantage point and how magical and how much of a gift this all is. In terms of there's so many people and people live and die and it's just generations upon generations, but yet you seem to be the central point. I mean, that is such a trippy thing. And to look out and see life from this perspective, we're all a part of the same thing. It's all energy and we're all looking at it from different vantage points. And it's about getting your energy level up. So, yeah, I haven't been smoking that much cannabis, just a little bit here and there, because I had to study a bunch of lines. I actually got to film. Today is the end of Friday, and I'm about to go out and do some comedy, but I wanted to try to knock out a podcast and drink an afternoon cup of coffee. And I got to film today on the Last O.G, Tracy Morgan's show with Tiffany Haddish. And I got to film. I was on set. I had a trailer. It was amazing. I got to work with a dope poet and Lord Jamar from Brand Nubian. And my friend Mark Theobald, who's a writer on the show. And I worked in the barber shop. I was a barber. If you guys know my hair, it's so funny. So I got this part What I was told is that I think it was up for Donnell Rollins, and Donnell Rollins was out of town, and then it got pitched to have a funky white dude, and they knew me, and so I got the part, I got the lines yesterday, and I shot today, and it literally was like a text at noon, like, hey, are you available? And I haven't been on it. This is like a network television show. Are you available tomorrow to play this part? And then I got the sides and I just studied them. I bycasted I wasn't smoking, so it was good that I was just like straight as a lace, and I just had, not that that's bad or anything, but it's just like memory. I'm not great with memorizing stuff, but with acting, that's all it is. I'm getting better at acting. All art forms, it's pretty much the same thing. You're just like, you're a little bit awkward, then you figure it out if you apply to the craft and you push forward through kind of the annoying, scary part. That's what I've learned. If you really want to do something, if you really want to apply, like you shouldn't, that's this new book I'm reading. You shouldn't worry about like people that are the super masters, or you shouldn't even, if somebody's like Mozart or like Bruce Lee, or like, you shouldn't, if you're going to do karate, you should just think about yourself, apply it, and then, push through kind of the annoying parts of craftsmanship. Not everybody wants to do it. So but if it's something you love, you'll keep doing it, and eventually you get better if you don't stop. Yeah, this book is called Peak, Peak, and the Secrets of the New Science of Expertise. And I read the introduction and 3 pages into the first chapter, and I am about to rock and roll. No, yeah, so far so good, but it is like super motivational, but technical, scientific. I've read another book. That was the last book on positivity that I read, too, is like that, which I like. It's all about keeping your vibe positive, 100%. I've been sleeping good, and I've been stretching and meditating for 40 minutes. Like, this is the most I've ever meditated. And I think I should do even, like, the amount of meditation I'm doing, I still think I should do more. Or at least be more mindful. And figure it out from there. Being mindful is just like completely living into the moment, and doing breathing exercises and resting. That's the only thing is I'm tired. Acting is being on set is tiresome. It is very tedious and tiresome, but also fun and cool because you're working with other actors and you're kind of vibing off of what they're vibing on, and you're creating a whole nother piece of art. And as a comedian, you're playing to like what's going to be funny in that moment. But then you have cameras and stuff, so you have to capture everything. So it's a little of a patience game, much like this podcast. As I pace back and forth, I was about to be like, yo, I'm going to clean up my room while I'm doing this podcast, because I can walk around. I do have like the lavalier mic, and it's very easy to do the podcast, but you do have to have focus. You have to have real focus. And I haven't meditated today. I just got up and shot the scene, and then came back, and I saw that I had some time on, and I felt like, hey, I should do a podcast. But, right now is a great time to do it. I also need to like practice on my guitar some. So maybe I'll do that too. That's the thing about podcasts. I don't think this guitar's in tune. We'll see. I need to tune it some. Yeah, just a little guitar. So I've been reading this book. I've been stretching out. I've been reading this book on peaks, and it's all about just doing the numbers, and just like pushing forward, and going through with it. That's all acting and doing any art is just like pushing forward and kind of applying, a certain style of patience. But I do need to clean up. Maybe this is the cleanup podcast, It is the afternoon cup of coffee, and it's a Friday afternoon, and that's what you do. But I haven't done that much yoga, but I've been doing like 30-minute yoga sessions just with my yoga mat and listening to positive affirmations. And then I've been stretching the whole time, and that's been good. Whoa, there's a serious plane out there. I don't know if you guys just heard it. I should be traveling, but mostly I've been in New York, and I'm doing acting gigs like the Last O.G, and it's just been a lot of fun. Today was a lot of fun. I like working, and I like reading. I've been doing that, and I've been writing. I've been doing, working 20 minutes. I haven't been going to the gym. I've been using my push-up bars. So I got push-up bars, and I've just been doing that. I've been doing, just like, I have a joke about just doing 12 to 23 push-ups. No, but I'm doing a few push-ups. I think I've been doing 100. I'll do like sets, but sometimes I miscount, and sometimes I get hard. And sometimes I'm just tired. A lot of it's just like completely listening to yourself all the time. And being yourself all the time. And being yourself in the moment. I wish I haven't been practicing my guitar. I want to practice my guitar. I've been busy. But I haven't been too busy. I need to enjoy. That's what I was trying to get at in the beginning. I need to enjoy my life, like go out more. And it's kind of like I've been over watering my plants. Not that I'm growing anything, but sometimes you just got to take a step back and let things go. And then just, get a hoagie sandwich somewhere and sit in the park. That's my favorite thing. Doing nothing is like, that's what everybody is fighting to go do nothing. But doing something's good, but you want that something to be something you want to be doing. Or something that you want to do or have fun with and then make money at. Or just do it. I really do love doing comedy and acting and working at the craft of it. And trying to get better. Each thing is like a learning thing. Each artistic voyage is another learning step. So lately I've been just trying to slow myself down. So I don't even know if this afternoon coffee, I love this coffee, and I've had it on this podcast before. I would say support Spot Coffee, but it's definitely super strong. And it's the afternoon, and I just drank because I'm worried about the podcast, so I drank like a bunch of it. And yeah, it definitely it's definitely caffeinated. All of a sudden, I wanted to get up and clean my room, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making the bed. There's nothing more cooler than making your bed. There's nothing more calming than making your bed. Your bed is like your whole zone. Nobody thanks their bed, man. We should thank our bed. There should be days for thanking your bed, because that's the best shit. Everybody's working to go lay down in bed, man. I'm definitely thinking about a nap. But I also thinking about playing my guitar and just slowing down a little bit. I like not being on the internet. I just posted some pictures on my Instagram, but it was just like, I did that just as more of a work thing. Well, I shouldn't say that. It was an awesome thing. But I try not to be on the social media, and I try to be engaged in life because that's what you got. And like so many people are just riding the phone. But the only flip side is that the phone is dope. I record this podcast on my phone. That's why I can come to you while making my bed and putting it together, hanging up my sweatshirt. Yeah, this Willie's Reserve sweatshirt. I love this sweatshirt. I got this at a festival in Colorado, and it's just from Willie Nelson's Herb Out. Opened up. I don't know. They've been open for a while, and he's got a great company. I definitely give a shout out to Willie Reserve, and I hung out with a lot of the workers. It was in what town was that in Colorado? I did. It was like a film festival, and they flew me out there, and I opened for these movies. I did stand up. It was a great idea, and it was fun. But I met them, and they gave me this sweatshirt. But I've just picked it up off the ground and put it up and hung it up. But I overwatered my plants. That's why I think sometimes of this podcast when I just like rush it and be like, I gotta do an hour. Sometimes I don't gotta do an hour. I got shit to do. Sometimes I might want to do 31 minutes and put a shitload of beats. Maybe I'll do that. I've been really liking beats. I've been making beats. I like the whole idea of people making beats. It's not real musicianship. I mean, it is, but it is. It's not playing a music instrument. It's like playing your computer. It's wild. But you're also making tones and vibes and shit that is like your vibe comes through in that tone, that computer tone, which is pretty sick. Yeah, I've been trying to stay off Twitter and Instagram, but check me out at robcantrell.com. I got the website up. It has links to my album. Definitely buy my album or stream it on Spotify. I guess the robots are streaming now. Not the robots, but just like highly technical audio salesmanship is through streaming services, which are dope. I use them. I love a cool playlist. Everybody's got playlists. Everybody, your mailman's got a playlist. The dude at the bodega got a playlist. Uber got a playlist. Every Uber you got, man, people be rocking their own playlists. And I love that. Making your own vibe. That's what it seems to be coming at. Like, less of a, like, group thing and more of an individual thing. That's what I see the positive of this, like, generation coming up. And coming kind of, life makes you be that way. It's wild because you can't go any other way. You just have to be the way you are. What have I been listening to? We'll talk music and then I'll get out. I've been listening to a lot of Bob Marley. Even when I'm not stoned, I listen to Bob Marley. I like slow tempos. Where else? A lot of George Harrison. A lot of Richard Pryor and George Harrison.
Why mess around with TV where you got restrictions?
This is, Richard Pryor. How Richard Pryor. Yeah. There's a lot of great interviews with him. And this one, is great. It's about capitalism.
Stay at your best.
It's crazy. It's in the 70s. It's so crazy. You can see all these great videos of everything and get turned on to bands. I'm watching this thing called Rising Appalachia. It's like a female hippie jam band, but they're cool. I've been listening to this Grateful Dead versus Notorious B.I.G. A lot of Operation Ivy, a lot of Big Sean. That's what I've been listening to, I guess it says. My algorithms. People rocking out. The whole concept of algorithms is a little bit scary because they do work and they are good. But that's what's good. Yeah, this new generation, it's gonna be wild. I'm excited about this podcast. Please like and subscribe. I need more likes on fucking iTunes. But then again, I don't give a shit. Because, I think a lot of it's just about being organically funny and interesting. And that's what I think, this is definitely that show. But I think it needs some changes, and we're going to be working on some stuff. And especially on the music and the beats. So look out for that. Oh, this coffee's awesome. Spot Coffee Company, Honduras Bean Special Dark Blend. Shout out to you and yours. I think we're going to take a hot shower. And then I'm going to take a quick nap. And then I have to go out for the night. So I hit you guys up right at like 4:20. And, I could do some push-ups to take us away. I've been doing push-ups. Check. Are we still? Yeah, I could do push-ups right now. I'm going to do, I think, about 15 push-ups. I think that's the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is kind of odd. But it felt good, and now I'm about to stretch. I stopped them. It's good to stop some things. I think we're going to stop this podcast, maybe do a couple more push-ups, take a shower, sleep for about 10 minutes, and then catch up with my life. But I love you. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Peace, love.